Maurice and Sonia's vacation. The notification hit like a bolt of lightning across social media feeds worldwide. Maurice, the man who rarely takes a breath between projects, the workaholic who probably dreams in hashtags and speaks fluent Instagram stories, just announced he was taking a 2-week vacation. Wait, what? Did hell freeze over? Did someone slip something into his morning coffee? The collective gasp from his fanbase could probably be heard from space as millions of followers tried to process this earth-shattering revelation that their beloved content creator was actually capable of the radical concept known as rest. But here's where things got deliciously twisted. Instead of dropping the destination like any normal person would do, Maurice decided to turn into the internet's most charming riddle master. With the mischievous grin of someone who clearly enjoys watching the world burn with curiosity, he threw down the ultimate challenge. Guess where he and Sonia were headed for their romantic getaway? The audacity. The nerve. The sheer entertainment value. It was like dangling the world's most tantalizing carrot in front of millions of hungry rabbits, except these rabbits had keyboards and an unhealthy obsession with tracking down every clue. The response was nothing short of spectacular chaos. Fans transformed into amateur detectives faster than you could say vacation destination, flooding the comment sections with guesses that ranged from the predictably glamorous to the hilariously absurd. Paris emerged as the romantic favorite because, let's face it, everyone's first guess for a couple's getaway is the city of love and overpriced croissants. Rome captured the history buffs who were convinced Maurice and Sonia would be recreating scenes from romantic movies while dodging aggressive street vendors. Dubai attracted those who believed the couple deserved nothing less than gold-plated everything and hotels that probably cost more than most people's cars. But then came the wild cards, the fans who suggested everything from remote islands that probably don't even have Wi-Fi to mountain cabins where the biggest entertainment would be watching paint dry on wooden walls. What started as a simple guessing game evolved into something far more beautiful and unexpected. The comment section transformed into a virtual travel agency run by the most enthusiastic volunteers you've ever seen. Fans weren't just throwing out random destinations, they were crafting detailed itineraries, sharing personal stories about their own adventures, and offering insider tips with the passion of seasoned travel bloggers. Someone who had apparently eaten their way through Italy provided a dissertation-length comment about the best gelato shops in Rome, while another fan wrote what could only be described as a love letter to the beaches of Santorini, complete with sunset photography tips and restaurant recommendations that made everyone's mouth water. The genius of Maurice's strategy became crystal clear as the hours ticked by. This wasn't just about keeping a destination secret, this was about creating the kind of anticipation that movie studios spend millions trying to generate for their blockbuster releases. Every day without an answer was another day of mounting excitement, another 24 hours of fans refreshing their feet with the dedication of stock traders watching the market. The suspense was so thick you could cut it with a butter knife, and Maurice was clearly enjoying every second of watching his audience squirm with delicious impatience. It was psychological warfare disguised as playful banter, and honestly, we were all here for it. But beneath all the playful speculation and travel recommendations, something deeper and more touching began to emerge. Fans started expressing genuine concern for Sonia's well-being, turning Maurice into her unofficial protector with comments that would make any big brother proud. "Make sure she stays hydrated," wrote one concerned follower. "Don't let her carry heavy bags," insisted another. "Take lots of pictures but also live in the moment," advised a fan who clearly understood the delicate balance between documentation and experience. These weren't just casual followers, these were people who had invested emotionally in the couple's journey and genuinely cared about their happiness and safety. The outpouring of love revealed something remarkable about Maurice and Sonia's relationship with their audience. Fans weren't just consuming content, they were genuinely invested in the couple's well-being as if they were family members planning a trip. Comments praised their authentic connection, their natural chemistry that couldn't be faked or manufactured for the camera, and the way they treated each other with genuine respect and affection. In a world full of manufactured relationships and scripted romance, Maurice and Sonia represented something rare and precious, real love that happened to be documented, rather than documented love that happened to be real. Their relationship had become the gold standard that fans held up as relationship goals, not because it was perfect or drama-free, but because it felt genuine and attainable. Viewers saw themselves in Maurice and Sonia's playful banter, their comfortable silences, their ability to laugh at each other's terrible jokes, and their way of navigating life as a team rather than two individuals who happened to share a social media account. The couple had mastered the art of being relatable while remaining aspirational, showing that healthy relationships could be both entertaining and inspiring without requiring a Hollywood budget or a team of scriptwriters. The vacation announcement had accidentally created something more powerful than any planned marketing campaign could have achieved. Fans felt like they were part of the journey, not just passive observers watching from the sidelines. They were invested stakeholders in Maurice and Sonia's happiness, unofficial travel planners contributing to their adventure, and emotional supporters cheering them on from across the globe. The comment section had evolved into a community where strangers bonded over their shared affection for this couple, creating connections that extended far beyond the original post. As the guessing game continued and the anticipation reached fever pitch, it became clear that Maurice and Sonia had stumbled upon something magical. They had turned a simple vacation announcement into a shared experience that brought thousands of people together in the spirit of excitement, care, and genuine human connection. Whether they ended up sipping wine in Tuscany, exploring temples in Thailand, or building sandcastles on a beach in Bali, the real destination had already been reached, a place where content creators and their audience existed as one big, slightly chaotic, completely lovable extended family. So, where do you think they went? Subscribe, share and like and comment.